Hi, it's Hans at happierman.com. Just out for a walk. It's late Saturday afternoon. Have a kind of a productive day. So, one thing I just thought of is to talk about today is some of the common problems of aging men and some simple ways to deal with them. So like I said, I'm nearly 54, so that's considered aging in the West. I don't know about the rest of the world. Maybe in some parts of the world, men are going to die young, and some maybe they'll be very long-lived. But 50s are aging, probably even 40s, and sometimes even 30s. You're aging. So what are some common problems? Well, I'll just go through some of my things that have happened to me, and we'll just dive into it. So hernias are very common in men. It'll be, I've had 2 hernia surgeries. The one on I think the right side, it manifests down in your testicle, and you get the big bulge in your testicle. Your intestines or your insides, they're coming out, and that's usually alleviated when you lay down and it goes back in, and you can't lift much. It's very uncomfortable. The first time I had mine, I knew I had it for at least a year, maybe longer. And I woke one Saturday, I just was in agony. I had my son get me to the emergency room, and of course they said, "Oh, you got a terrible hernia. I got it operated on the following Monday." So a hernia is a common one. What else? Low testosterone. That's a very common problem. And you're going to have to do your own research on this, but my research shows that having testosterone replacement therapy will make you feel better. And that's what I do. Start Googling it and looking it up. You'll find if you're tired, if you don't have much muscle, you don't feel like doing anything, you don't feel like having sex, you can't get an erection, for example, your testosterone is probably very low. And the natural testosterone boosters, that may help, but you're probably going to need medical help. There are doctors that specialize in that, and it's going to cost you some money. It cost me quite a bit of money, but I find it's worth it to have to have a higher testosterone level. The low testosterone, that's why old men start looking like old women, and that's why old women start looking like old men. So you don't want that, especially if you're not that old. If you're in your 30s, 40s, 50s, and 60s, you might as well get that checked, and you might want to do something about it so you don't look like an old lady when you're 55 years old. You want to look like a man and feel like a man. So that's another common problem, and it's not easy because it's expensive and you got to go through some hoops and whatnot, like anything else, but if your health is worth it. Another common problem is your teeth probably need attention. All mine did. When I was married, I never went to the dentist. I never took time for my teeth. I was so busy working around the house, and the massive expense of a wife and kids and a house and all keeping up with the Jones. So I had teeth problems. 3 or 4 years ago, I went to the dentist and had a bunch of teeth removed, had all kinds of cavities repaired, gum treatments. And so now the teeth that I have are in good shape, and I go to the dentist much more often, and I've got a big thing scheduled, or trying to schedule it. But teeth problems. So men, because you're taking care of your wife and your kids and your ex-wife and their kids, you don't have a lot of money, so you're not taking care of your teeth. Well, yeah, but the easy solution is to spend some money on yourself and do that. What else? What are some other common problems of aging men? Well, your belly gets big because you're eating too many carbs, and the carbs are cheap and they taste good, so you eat them. But the easy solution is to eat more meat and not much carbs, and more fat, actually. The fat and the protein is what will slim you, and the less carbs will help you get a flatter belly. The other thing is unrealistic expectations. So you'll see the fitness model man, even in their 50s and 60s with the six-pack abs and the big muscles. But if you get into it, they're on steroids, not just testosterone, the heavy-duty steroids and human growth hormone and all of that. And I'm not even against that. I don't really care, other than if you think that you can look like that without the chemicals, that's where I care. You know, you got to know the truth about such things. So if you want to do those things, I don't see what, I'm not going to stop you. I don't care. But what I do care about is if you think just working out harder and taking some supplement will help you look like that, you're mistaken. That's a common problem of thinking that just working out harder, running more will make you look like that. It's all the chemicals. That's a common problem. Unrealistic expectations. Well, a big one I've talked about before is thinking that you don't matter. That all that matters is how you take care of your wife, and how you take care of your kids, and how you take care of everybody around you, your aging parents, your brothers and sisters, your wife's family. You're just there to work for them. Well, that's a common problem, isn't it? For a lot of men, you're doing everything for other people and nothing for you. It's a common problem. And the easy solution is, let them take care of themselves and you take care of yourself. You can lend a hand. I'm not saying that. As men, we have a lot to give. We certainly have the brains and the strength and the will to help our families and help our friends and help the world. But you're gonna not have a lot to give if you're not in good shape, if you're not taking care of yourself well. So give that some thought. You know what? I've been talking about this, and those are it. That's it for today. My arm is tired. All for now.